This week on Foodinati UK, we're in London and we're going to see Dean Sharp, aka Dean of the Dead, and talking about horror movies and hot sauces and rock and roll collaborations down at Lost Souls Pizza, Camden. Keep it locked. Hello, and you're back with Foodinati UK, and I am here with Dean Sharp, otherwise known as Dean of the Dead.
Hey.
Hot sauce entrepreneur, general bringer of horror and rock and roll, and exactly a Foodinati UK guest.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me down, man.
Yeah, yes,
cool.
Stoked. Right, how long have you been trading as Dean of the Dead?
So I kind of started, I came up with the idea, I think it was around about 2017. Mm-hmm. I was playing in a band, the band was doing really well. That was kind of my career. We were just on the cusp of breaking it, like actually breaking it.
Yeah.
And we got like a visa to travel to America to kind of do some touring, and we worked with some really cool people. And then the band broke up, literally. It's just we were kind of touching the void of, it just imploded. It was, just, I don't want to say artistic differences, but difficult band members. I think it's probably the best way of putting it.
It's a story long told.
Oh my God. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't the first time for me, so I was just like, oh, okay, that again. So basically, when that all kind of finished, I was like, damn, I've been in that band for about 8 years, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm not going to restart another band. I'm not going to do that again.
Right.
So I needed something really creative to kind of get my teeth into.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, it was hot sauce. But I went to like a chili festival. So a friend of mine told me about a chili festival. It's called the Bennington Chili Festival. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. It's in Hertfordshire. And he goes, come along to this festival, man. It's really cool. There's a lot of kind of music comedians. It's a good, fun day out. You can have a beer. So I was like, all right, cool. So went along. And I've always been into spicy food, and I was kind of really taken back by kind of how artistic creative everyone is with like the label designs and just the names. Yeah. So I thought, this is pretty cool. Do you know what? Screw it, man. I'm going to have a go at doing something like this.
Man. Do you have a background in catering at all, or being a chef?
No, not at all. No, do you know what? I come from an Italian family, so So I've always loved my food, as you can see.
Yeah.
And I've always loved cooking. Like I've never taken any cookery courses or anything like that.
Nah.
But I've always loved cooking. I've especially always loved eating.
You know what tastes good, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, exactly. Yeah. So I just kind of thought, I don't know, I'll give it a go, how hard can it be? It turns out it can be pretty hard. It turns out it can be pretty hard, especially if you don't get the consistency right or the acidity level. There's a hell of a lot. It's a science. It's a
balancing act, isn't it? It's a balancing act.
It really is, man, yeah. So, and then obviously, getting your flavours right, and it takes a lot of time to kind of just, tweak everything,
Sure.
And but also then come up with something different that's like your own version of stuff. So basically, that was around about 2017. I came away from that festival feeling really inspired. I'm a lifelong horror fan. I'd say horror is probably like my nut. Music was always my passion, but really, it's probably horror. Horror's never let me down, man.
No, man, me neither.
Horror has never let me down.
That is Foodinati all the way. I mean, honestly, when me and the crew just having an evening in or something like that, it's always Hellraiser or something. Yeah, always perfect. I noticed they're making a new Exorcist. Please don't mess it up. Please don't. Please. Yeah. So one thing that strikes me straight away about your sauces, and I've spoken to mates in the biz about. I love it when you go all out on the artwork with the labels. These labels are beautiful. They're really nice. There's the one from Eagles of Death Metal. We'll get onto that in a minute. And there's another one, Witch Ship.
Witch Slap, that one, yeah.
Witch Slap, sorry.
I'll tell you that there's a story behind like a rebranding. This used to be called something different. I don't know if you want me to go into that now. Or
no,
you want to go. Well, so we used to call. So basically, everything's horror themed. I come up with the idea in 2017. I didn't start trading until 2019, and originally I had a range. I decided to kind of do stuff with fruit. So I developed this strawberry and Reaper sauce, called it Jeepers Reapers.
Ooh,
I was like, horror and spice and stuff, that can really work.
Right.
So I basically kind of named everything after horror films. So this originally was called The Exorcist.
Oh, Exorcist.
And then we had like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had one called Sauce, a Naga, Miller Nathaniel Slater, the Naga Chilli. It's just like fantastic.
Yeah,
man.
you could just keep going with that one.
Oh, definitely. And I did until I got a cease and desist from Warner Brothers. I was sitting there one day and literally I had an email ping through and I was just like, that's probably spam. And I read it. I was like, that's not spam. That's Warner Brothers saying you got... And it was two names in particular they wanted me to change up. And one of them was this one, which was The Exorcist, and the other one was A Naga Met on Elm Street.
Right.
Just because it was like their IP.
Yeah.
I kind of argued the parody thing, but they were just like, no, you can't even do a line yourself, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, come up with a complete rebrand. And we still use puns, so like, Witch Slap is one of them. But yeah, we want a great taste for this one, so...
Oh yeah, man. All
Horror
about
puns.
the great taste was. I'm thinking about putting mine in for one. But we get on to my sauce later. What you see very nicely and neatly into is where we're sat right now. This was Lost Boys Pizza. This is now Lost Souls Pizza. The rebrand on this place too, along with some new artwork around and stuff like that. I'll get some B-roll of that. I'll be walking around checking all that out. This is the place you've seen in our other interviews with Fearless Vampire Killers and Tesseracts, guitarist James Monteith. This is the same place. A little bit of a rebrand, same great pizza, same great everything. So big ups to the guys at Lost Souls, who you have just done a sauce for.
Yes, I have, yeah. So I've been on it. So Pete that runs this place, he's a cool guy, I love Pete. I've been on at Pete for a while to do a collab because I thought it just goes so well. Horror, it's horror themed, and he was like, let's definitely do something. So I was going to do a Lost Boys sauce. Obviously, he went through the similar sort of thing that I went through.
Yeah.
He had to rebrand. So I had to kind of wait for all of that to settle. Once he got his new name and everything else, he was like, right, cool, man, let's do it. So, he rebranded to Lost Souls.
There we are, Lost Souls.
And we now have a Lost Souls hot
Wonderful.
sauce.
Let's see what's in this one. This is mango and habanero. That sounds beautiful. Yeah. Love both those things. Yeah. Fantastic.
It's very fruity. He kind of, because he's got a couple of other dipping sauces going on already. So I said to him, what don't you have? Like, have you got have you got a barbecue one? Have you got a signature barbecue? Have you got this, that? He was just like, don't have a mango sauce.
That's
so I was like, cool, man. And we went with a habanero because it's kind of mid. It's not too mild. It's not too hot. It's just kind of
habanero is quite. It's quite a versatile chili in terms of how much you use it.
Yeah.
But I've been having some thoughts about habaneros recently, but I'll go on to that.
It goes really well with fruit as well because it's quite a fruity taste to a habanero.
Great with orange. Fabulous with orange. Right. Yeah, really good.
Cool, man.
So this is the one we've got for Eagles of Death Metal. This is very interesting. This has got cherry cola in it.
Yeah.
Habaneros again, and it's a barbecue hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so we went with the name Cherry Cola because they've got a song called Cherry Cola. And,
nice.
And Jesse, the singer from Eagles of Death Metal, is a huge fan of Cherry Cola. He loves pop. He loves, as in like pop, they call it, in America, soda pop. He loves soda pop. He loves Dr. Pepper. I didn't want to use Dr. Pepper because the name got, that kind of stuff. They've got a song called Cherry Cola. He loves Cherry Cola, so I was like, hey, Cherry Cola hot sauce, man, let's do it.
Awesome. So, that's sick. What is also sick, we don't normally cover booze on this programme. As you know, we're Foodinati, not drinking arty. But we're going to make an exception for Dean, because these look absolutely fantastic. This is Ales from the Crypt. And this is ginger and pineapple and Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, man.
Holy moly!
It's something. We were. So I brewed that with a company called DMC Brewery, who are based up your neck of the woods.
Leeds,
yeah. I think Wakefield. Is that just outside of Leeds?
Yes,
my geography is awful, man.
Yeah. Anything Wakefield with Clemens out.
Also, yeah, man. So we were. Yeah, I kind of reached out to them to see if they wanted to do a collab. That's my first ever beer collab, and they were like, why don't we try something with a Carolina Reaper? Why don't we try and get the world's hottest beer?
That is a cool idea.
Yeah, man, let's do it. So we don't know if we've kind of I don't know if it is the world's hottest beer, but it is pretty hot. For me, it's fine. But
it's got Reaper in it.
It's got That's what I mean. It's got Carolina Reaper in it. But do you know what? It's not undrinkable. It's not an undrinkable heat. Ginger beer is already quite hot, quite
fiery, yeah.
So it's kind of that just dialed up a little bit. You know, it's got a lot of, you've got the sugar, you've got the pineapple juice, and that kind of simmers it down a little bit. So
right.
It takes the edge off of it.
And this other one, of course, you've got to have pumpkins. You've got to have pumpkins with horror. Definitely got to have pumpkins. So that's pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, please subscribe, tell your mates, share, do whatever you can do to help us do whatever we do. Right, and our pizza's arrived. It's the signature. Should we get involved in some of these sauces?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Yeah.
Right. I'll just blob it on a slice, I think.
Yeah. So do you want to go straight? I'd say don't go straight in at the hot end. Maybe work up to the high end. But I feel like the first one we try with should be the actual Lost Souls pizza sauce.
The Lost Souls pizza sauce on a Lost Souls pizza, man.
We should christen it. So shall I pop it open? I should have done this before, actually.
Pop the cap.
These can be a real pain these things sometimes. So.
I've got the power of editing.
Excellent. All right, cool.
Now let's have a taste of this. This is the Lost Souls.
Yeah, this pizza is great.
They are the best. Ooh-wee. Right, okay.
It's very fruity. A lot of mango. Loads of mango.
Immediate mango hit, but then habanero is not far behind it.
Yeah, it's not super hot. It's kind of I say all the sugar from the fruit simmers it down a bit. So you've got a bit of heat, but it's really kind of fruit heavy.
You get that carrot through there as well.
Yeah,
that's really nice. That is blinding one, especially with pizza. That works really well. Fantastic, really fitting for this place. And that habanero just lingers around at the end. That's nice. Like it a lot.
Cool, man.
I've forgotten how heavenly these pizzas are. If you're in London, you go to Monson Crescent, Camden, just around the corner from the tube stop, and these pizzas, look at that with the black crust, they're fabulous.
That is incredible.
Wow. Now, this is the one I'm really interested in, because I've never had cherry cola in a hot sauce before. This is a new one on me, and I'm expecting it to be absolutely rare.
It's very smoky. There's some liquid smoke in there.
Oh, nice.
Not super hot. Very smoky. I haven't tried that one for a while, actually. Is that a hit? Give that one a go. Try that on pizza. Yeah, this one gets a lot of love.
I really like the smokiness.
We said it when they took it on their UK tour, and they sold out of all of the bottles.
So it's going on the merch store.
I haven't managed to get it on the merch store. They are going to put it on there, but
because I was having
on the merch store at the gig. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I was having this discussion with the band who have a hot sauce, and they were saying they didn't know how they stood with glass bottles being inside a live music venue.
I had to email every single venue on the tour.
Yeah.
And literally, they all got back to me and went, "Yeah, I think it's fine." I was like, "I'm just going to go for it." And the one I was really worried about was the Roundhouse in Camden, because it's such a great venue. And I was like, just to see my merch on the merch stand at the Roundhouse, that's really actually nice. That's matured nicely in the bottle.
That's a banger.
Yeah, so seeing that on the merch stand at Roundhouse was great, and I was really hoping, because I thought out of all the venues, they're probably going to be the ones that are like, you can't sell it here because it's glass.
Yeah.
But they were totally cool with it. And I shit you not, midway through the gigs, we went to see the show, I saw a couple of bottles flying around.
Oh, no way.
And I was like, no!
Don't ruin it now.
I was like, don't throw them at the band, man. They'll never have them back again. But no, luckily enough, it was just a couple. And I was like, I turned to my partner, I was like, you just see a bottle flying. She's like, I think so.
They are very horrible, aren't they?
I was like, I hope that doesn't hurt anyone. Crikey. Because everyone's so against plastic, so we couldn't really have plastic. So bottles are so expensive. So these were the only way forward. But
yeah,
I think that was the only incident that I witnessed. Didn't hear anything back. So
that never happened.
That never happened, basically.
That never happened, none of that.
And it will never happen again.
Right, now, which leads us on to Witch Slap.
Yeah, so Witch Slap, again, is...
Ooh, pear.
This used to be called The Exorcist.
Yes.
We won a Great Taste Award for this one.
Banging.
So I've got no sort of chefing experience. I just kind of entered a couple that I was getting a really good response from when they were out doing stuff. And everyone was really digging this one. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to enter it into the award, see what happens. And we won a star. So I was like, wow, must be doing something right. But it's very sweet. It's really heavy on the fruit.
Lovely.
It changes up ever so slightly when you get to these ones over here. Yeah. But like with that one with the mango, it's similar kind of fruitiness.
Right. Is this more of a sort of medium?
I'd say, yeah, and the heat kind of lingers on the end. So it's probably around about the same as the two guys that we tried already. As I say, the heat kind of changes when you get to these ones over here.
There we go. I do like fruity sauce. Yeah, you're getting that fruit. Definitely. Really nice.
I'll try this one for a while.
It's, is that got orange in it?
No, it's just pear, pineapple.
No, it's pineapple, yeah.
It's very light.
The pear comes through as well, yeah. These are fantastic, man.
But they work so well with pizza, I think. Because you've got that contrast of, like the cheese and the base and the tomato, and then you kind of have that sweetness. It's kind of really kind of...
First thing I do with any sauces, whether it be mine or anybody else's, I try them on a cheese sandwich first.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Do love a cheese
just because it's a good base for everything. If it works in a toasty, I know it's going to be fine.
It's true. It's very true.
Which brings us neatly on to, before we go into the gauntlet of terror here we are. That fearsome bunch there.
There's two of them are over here. I took the two hot ones out.
Now, I want you to try my sauce.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm super excited for this.
This is the prototype of our new Foodinati UK sauce coming out on Chilli the Valley very, very soon. It'll be available from a few outlets and from our web store and anywhere that will sell our stuff.
Right.
It's ostensibly a jerk sauce.
Yeah,
but we've kicked it into high gear.
You know what?
It still lingers around the medium, and if you like a jalfrezi, I think that's a good benchmark for the heat. It's a tingly heat, it's a fun heat.
Nice. Right, I'm looking forward to trying this, man. I love a good jerk, I love stuff like that, so here we go. I've got to rip off a bit here so I can get it onto the crust.
Big up to Dan Reed at Chilli the Valley for making this all possible.
Yeah, we love
taking my garbled messages and making the sauce out of it.
That's beautiful. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm so happy with it.
Got a nice sweetness to it.
Yeah, that's pink grapefruit and pineapple. Because I was thinking, while we're talking jerk and going Caribbean on things, what's more Caribbean than lilt? So that's where a bit of my flavour profile came from, lilt.
A bit of lilt.
So yeah, that's launching very soon. We'll have bottles with labels on by the next show. But
I would go through that in no time.
Well, yeah, that's the one feedback we've had is that it's very Moorish. And you could, it goes really well on an all-day breakfast.
Nice.
So there you go.
I would literally tear through that in no time at all. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well done, man. That's really nice.
Cheers, brother.
I love the idea of the pink grapefruit as well. I love any pink grapefruit base. Yeah, really good.
Right. Pity the Ghoul.
So these are from. So these two also go in the box set as well.
It's a lovely box. Yeah, loving that. Look at that.
So it kind of steps up a little bit in heat.
Yeah.
This one I'd say is kind of quite similar to these guys that we've tried already, but it's got Reaper in. So it's the fruit and the Reaper, so it's a little bit hotter. So let's give that one a go first.
This is a beautiful box.
Yeah, man.
Really nice. Love it. It reminds me of those, and I know it's probably supposed to, reminds me of those box sets of VHSs you used to get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea for a design, actually. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, you've just been on a show that likes all that, haven't you? You've been on Straight to VHS?
Yep.
I mean, it's Rob Lane, right?
Yeah, Straight to Video, Rob Lane, yeah.
It's funny because we've got a few degrees of separation going on between us. We've had Grand Theft Audio, two members of that on the show, and Rob plays bass for them.
He does, yeah.
So Pity the Ghoul, right? This is mega hot, right?
So this one, so they go up in, so that we call this box the Free From Hell Super Hot Gift Box. This is the mildest out of the three.
All right.
So I feel like you'll be fine with this one because it's still got that fruit. It's pineapple and it's Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
The sugar from the fruit really kind of takes the edge off of the heat. When you get into these ones you'll definitely notice a significant jump in heat.
You can tell the Reaper's there, but the fruit's just pushing it away.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. So it tickles the
you got that back of the tongue sort of.
Yeah.
Like Reapers do.
It ticks boxes for people that like it just a little bit hotter, especially as you kind of go through more of it and you get to the seeds and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, because we've got another 2 sauces to come, and second one's going to be a smoky sort of smoked chipotle affair, and then the third one I've got to put out a headbanger. So I am thinking about Reapers and what goes with Reapers.
Yeah.
Blood orange was something that popped in my head.
I'm working on a blood orange one right now, actually. Blood orange and Reaper.
Big fan of the old blood oranges. Wow, that is a brilliant sauce. If you want a sauce that's, you know, for your higher end, for your more seasoned saucer, this Pity the Ghoul, love it. Fantastic. Yes, that's starting to make us sweat. And on that note, Dean, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, no worries. Did you want to go for the hot ones?
We have some more.
There is 2 more. There's 2 more, which are, there's Potter, and then there's the hottest one that we do. Want to give them a go?
The end of the interview, man. I've got to take one for the team. Luckily, I've booked a hotel tonight, so no travelling for me today.
Just check that they're fully stocked on loo roll, my man. So these 2 go in a box set. Sorry, these 3 go in a box set. Next one up, Intensive Scare. No fruit in this one. It's called Chinense Variety. Just a mixture of super hot peppers, vinegar. You'll be able to taste the pepper leaping straight out of the bowl.
I just said super hot chilies.
Yeah, man.
You're not giving away which ones.
So you got some
Daggers, Reapers.
So some scorpion. You'll be able to taste the scorpion in there for sure.
Right, I'm not going to put it straight on there. I'm just going to dab it.
Yeah, go for it, man. And then this is the hottest one that we've got in the range, which is it's got bourbon, lime, Carolina Reaper mash, and it's got a bit of extract, 9 mil. So this one,
that's really good. That one. Yeah, this is getting serious now. This is where we're getting on another program. The mates say we're getting to the top end of the range. I don't know who I'm talking about there. Yeah, no, I like that. Because it's still tasty.
A lot more peppery though, isn't it? No fruit, no real.
Yeah, it's still tasty. But I know what's coming next.
You want to try the daddy? This is the hottest
Monster Mash. Woo. We're going to take on the hottest.
Oh, man,
we didn't come to play today.
I'll leave it up to you, this one. But this one's really, I love this one at events and places we go to because...
You've got to have one for the headbangers, haven't you?
Yeah, and we get a lot of people at events, they kind of come up to us and they try everything. They go, you need something hotter.
Oh, there's always those guys, yeah.
So,
right, Reapers.
Yeah, and you've got a bit of 9 mil extract in there, that's why it...
Oh, extract.
Yeah, not a great deal. It's bourbon, it's lime, bourbon whiskey, lime. It is Reaper mash, and then you got a little bit of 9 mil in the end.
Yeah. With the build-up of those other ones, I'm there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're at the top of Spice Mountain here. Wow.
I need to join you.
Yes.
I need to join you.
We are alive. Right. Yeah. I'm digging that. Oh. Like for me, I only do like the Reaper style mad sauces like once in a while. If I really need waking up, that's where you go. But that, whoa, it sticks around as well, doesn't it?
Better than coffee, that stuff, man. That way you're right up.
Hell yeah, and on that note, on that bombshell, that meatball bombshell, Dean Sharp, thank you so much for being on the show.
No worries, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man. Peace out.
Yeah, we can talk normally.
It gets you that, doesn't it, after all?
Whoa. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to Dean Sharp, all the guys down at Lost Souls Pizza, and join us next week when we'll have the ocean here and we'll be talking hot sauce and progressive metal. See you then.
Hallelujah.